and features that amplify what already exists, but doesn't mean that the collaborative staking or whatever else is ÆTHER, right? It's kind of weird to say that, but at the same time, it's important to understand that ÆTHER hosts these services. ÆTHER is like a service platform, so to speak. And so what these are trying to do, is allow collaboration to bring together people and cause all the incentive structures in a positive way to be heightened within the system that already exists. And by doing so, we create the highest level of feedback loops possible with the base mechanics in the way that they're set up right now, or the way that they're set up and immutably, right? So, and this also is an opportunity as well. The point of collaborative staking, it's for people that are already in the system, and simultaneously it's for the expansion of these protocols on a community level. It's what better way to, I guess, market to new users, to be exciting to new users by basically making the ROIs as simple to get as possible, as easy to understand, as frictionless. Because the one thing about staking is, if we're in staking mode, you have to have TORUS or Unity and PulseX or TitanX, right? You can't have just one. And that might change in the future. We'll see. We might have something coming that allows one click to make that happen. But for now, at least, that's there. And because of that, even just trying to understand it can be kind of complicated, and I can see how that can push people away. So if you can come to a platform and just say, okay, well, I just need this token, I'm going to pair up with that dude or gal, and then we're going to make an ROI together. Sweet. And then even if they're thinking, well, I'm just going to flip this and I'm going to make some profit, they have to stare at that stake for 88 days. And in the meantime, if this collaborative platform is working in conjunction with the system as it already is, and this protocol is successful at locking up more tokens and therefore reducing the sell pressure and possibly even allowing the price chart to rise higher than it normally would, then the rewards are going to be greater. The whole system is going to be more valuable, and people are more likely to see the benefit from using this feature. And in fact, instead of selling, they're like, well, I don't actually need to sell. I can just take the TORUS or Unity that I just earned, and I can just create an offer, and then I can keep earning. And then this is this feedback loop that begins with new users. So hopefully that answers. I'll stop monologuing. If there's anything else you want me to clarify, because there's a lot here with this stuff. Like, it's not, while it is simple, if we dive into what it's doing across time, how it's affecting the different aspects of the system, its incentive structures, supply, everything, it's pretty crazy. It's not simple, and it'll take a long time to really dive into. So would love to have any questions you guys have on that front as well, but I'll leave it there for now. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Cryptographics. And I must say, holy shit, it clicked for me now. I know what you're doing.
Let's go.
Like, I understand what you're doing. Okay. I know that you cannot say it. I have I had my concerns about ÆTHER. I have it. I share them on the channels, and maybe I didn't use the proper words, but because I'm a huge believer of Unity and TORUS, people who care the most, the biggest criticism always comes from those who love you the most. But I know what you are doing. I understand it now, and this is you both shared it. Cryptographics and Charles just shared it for us guys. So what you should do right now is you should just keep buying TORUS and Unity all of the market. Don't look at the supply, because it's all in the actions that Cryptographics already took, and it's all in the names. Like, I will tell it. I will tell it to them, Cryptographics. Sorry, I have to tell them. Okay, we started with TORUS. We had Age of TORUS. Then we have Unity, and people from Torus were like, Unity will take Torus away. It was the same as now we have with ÆTHER. So it's like age of Torus, age of Unity. We had this peaceful time when Torus and Unity community were not fighting. We started to liking each other, exchanging. So I invested in Unity first, then I went to Torus, and others invested in Torus. They went into Unity. Then we had this period of like cash doing Age of Trunity. So like, I don't know, it lasted for 2 weeks because we had ÆTHER announcement. And now we have Age of Abundance, where ÆTHER is a platform. So listen to the space again, what they said. This is not my words. This is a platform for all other things. So collaborative staking will be one of the many things that are on this ÆTHER side. So I expect that there will be Torus, Unity, collaborative staking, and last week we were talking about what this new announcement might be before we even heard about ÆTHER. And I must tell you guys, you were all right. We are all right. I think because they spoke about it right now, that there are plenty of new things coming, and maybe or maybe not. Those are my assumptions. If Cryptographics or Charles want to tell about it more, will be under umbrella of Age of Abundance and maybe under umbrella of ÆTHER, like one site, one portal for everything that will make our make the Age of Abundance for all of us, especially for all those people who are early here. But because those systems operate in 88 days, everybody who will join even later will be able to still operate it. So that's my thoughts. Yes, Cash, go on.
Yeah. First of all, I welcome some guys who joined. I see some familiar names. I'm very glad. Can I take my hand away? I hope it goes away. Yeah, I just maybe I share my take on this because there was like some controversy. I saw some parallels with ProveX. Some people like it, others hate it, or whatever. We are not certain, so I guess we can only wait for it and see what it does. But I have my take. It's like a double-edged sword, and it's already in the system because you see, I want to earn as much as possible, right? But I also want new people to join, and they will dilute my shares, so I will earn less. So I want them to join, but I want to keep my shares up. So you never, like, you have one pro and one contra. And with this new feature, the ÆTHER, you kind of like psychologically, it's difficult to share with someone, because of course I would prefer to earn all of the staking rewards, right? But on the other hand, if I'm intending to participate long term, it's better for me to keep the system sustainable, right? And that's one part. And another part is we have to wait for the math. And if the math tells us that like I won't have a staking fee for the third cycle. I don't have money for that. So I'm kind of forced to either sell to stake or use this new feature. And I guess I will prefer the new feature. At least I will try it, definitely 100%, because selling is also a barrier. So we will calculate, and then we'll see what it does.
So let's ask Cryptographics. What do you think about our thoughts?
Well, I think you guys are thinking in a visionary fashion. That's what I would love you guys to have, is to see, okay, well, what's the most beneficial thing for the future of these protocols? Now, I'm not going to come out and say specifically anything. You guys know how it is. But what I will say is that, like I've said from the beginning, I want these systems to, have a ton of different, or if there's something that's beneficial to these ecosystems, I think it's a great idea, and it will be on the table. Not every idea will be built. Like, man, I've had a ton of ideas that I've written out and mapped out, and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be great. And then a couple months later, like, yeah, never mind. That's just how it goes, right? So, but if there's a way to create not only opportunity for benefit for everyone and individually via services or, new platforms, whatever, then I think it needs to be really looked at as a possible, addition to the Aether platform. I think it's really important because, these systems are not designed to just stay in the corner of the alt space forever. I designed these from the bottom up, TORUS and Unity, with the intent, like I've said, to create whales, not feed them. And for the people that get in first to be the ones that essentially control the supply for when the whales actually come in. And what's interesting about that motif, or that vision, is that this collaborative staking actually heightens that. Like, it takes that whole premise to a whole nother level, because now people wouldn't need to sell their tokens in order to come in. And if people, let's say there's the people that get in the first year, 2, 3, 4, whatever, however long it's going to take before, this actually matures to a level where, we have some really big players wanting to come in. If those people that were in the beginning hold all the supply, well, it's pretty difficult for whales to compete, because, and that might actually turn them away a little bit. But this collaborative platform actually unlocks the ability for a whale to just show up, deposit, I don't know, 20 grand, 10 grand, whatever they want to put in ETH or Titanx directly. Or what they can do is, if they want to actually, potentially get a better deal for themselves, or get their, be more direct in the way that they get into the protocol, then they can just buy TORUS and create an offer. And there'll be more details about this, because, I'm kind of giving you guys some things here, but not really being super clear. But essentially, this whole vision that I've talked about since the beginning actually gets amplified in its potential because of this platform. And to go back to what you're saying about, will other things be built for Aether or on Aether? If it's going to heighten that to another degree, then I think it really needs to be considered to be built. And who knows what that is? Maybe it's simple things like that everyone can think of, or maybe it is something brand new that has never been done before, like I've been speaking of from the beginning. And that thing is still on the table. I do have a grand vision for where I see this ending up, and there's other things that might come in between that.
Cool.
Charles, you want to add something to that?
Honestly, no. I feel like Cryptographics always does such a good job of telling everyone what's going on while not literally being specific about what's going on, So he's very skilled in that, and
Yeah.
as you guys know, so
It's a skill, yes.
I don't have anything to add. I thought it was perfectly said, but thanks for poking me.
Yeah, we need to ask two founders now. Yeah, but this I think that this is something big. Like I said, it clicked for me. So if you guys are worried that I don't know, this new ÆTHER thing will dilute your positions or whatever, I just took a quick look on Unity stats, and right now we have 2.7 million liquid Unity. If we are able to remove this liquid supply, because there will always be people who want to sell. So if we have this liquid supply, the price of TORUS, the price of Unity will have a hard time of moving up, especially that we are almost at the end of the second cycle for TORUS, and end of the second cycle for Unity is also coming fast, and we will have new supply released. So if we want to go up in price, we need to make this liquid into staked. So we need to push this Unity that's in liquidity into the stakes. And yeah, instead of selling, we can use other people. Of course, yes, it might be hard to convince others, but I think that this will all time perfectly because we will have like new cycle, new feature, new cycles for at the end of the first quarter of the next year, and we will have this Fed meeting, what Cash mentioned, that will keep pushing this quantitative easing or whatever we want to call it. So like crypto will start to wake up. And what we notice for Torus and Unity, we don't need much to produce green candles. So if we like time all those things correctly, or if those things timed for us correctly, we could see like green candles for Unity, and at the same time everything going up, reducing liquid supply, and all those people that get this supply from the second cycle, which will be also huge, will be more likely to not sell and to use all those other people to allow them to stake full amounts of Torus and Unity. So this is my understanding for this collaborative staking at this moment, that this will be big. If this is one of those many tools that allow us for for removing liquid Torus and Unity, this will be huge for Torus and Unity, and I think that Torus and Unity will play, like, I think about Torus and Unity at this moment like core tokens for PulseChain. Like those are the core tokens, and everything else being built on top of them for for pushing them higher. So let's hope that everything will time well for us, and this will go on and go up. Okay, Cash.
Yeah.
If I may,
go on.
One thing I'll say is if you guys want to understand what we're doing and where this is going, take it down to the most simple reason why we're doing this, right? Imagine, or maybe you already do, you hold liquid Torus or Unity, but can't afford to stake it and don't want to sell to cover it. What if this is where the whole idea came from, right? Hey, you wanna pay the deposit fee and I'll put this up and we'll split it? Like that's where this whole thing came from. So if you guys want to get into like the mindset of how cryptographics and I are thinking about this, just put yourself in that position and ask, how would that look? And also as well, like looking at the liquid supply, it's a very large number, but that's actually a bunch of individuals facing the same problem. And we're solving that problem at the individual level in reality. This is the actual real problem that exists right now. And how can we create something that enables them to participate, right? So all of these complexities and mathematics that stem from that are all rooted in this simple framework. So that's what I'll say about that. If you guys want to get into the minds of cryptographics and I, this is always where we're approaching it from, solving it at the individual level.
Yeah, we didn't guess it right, but actually it was out there. Cryptographics asked us what benefits users most or helps most. It's pretty simple, actually. Genius and simple, I guess. So I'm glad. I prefer, like, I need to see the math in detail, but I prefer not to sell. It also doesn't hurt the chart. And even if the opposite side, the stake fee provider, sells in the end after 88 days, I don't sell. So it's only a part which is sold, even in worst case, So it helps the chart.
It won't matter. It clicked for me. It won't matter, Cash, because take a look at the months. If we release ÆTHER on the March and 88 days those liquid, whatever we will have then, will start being locked in the stakes. This will be another 3 months. So we will be in the middle of summer. And in the middle of summer, I think that if you are still in the space, in the crypto space right now, I think that you know that in the middle of the summer is like the last time for us to start mooning. So I know, because right now, from what all other people are talking about, crypto in general is in the state that even if Ethereum goes up, it's not gonna do much for alts, and actually alts may go down. But for Torus and Unity, this period is very good, because even if we range around those prices that we have right now, but with those news, with all other builds that may or may not come to Torus and Unity, those people will most likely hold. If they don't use collaborative staking yet, they will start staking Unity alone. Like I have PulseX, I have Unity, so maybe then I can stake, or maybe I can sell. But keep this in mind, guys. We are talking about June, July next year. So how big liquidity for Torus and Unity will be? So even if they sell, this won't mean anything. This shouldn't mean anything for Torus and Unity price. Like they shouldn't be able to hurt us a lot. Like I'm telling you right now, everything like clicked for me now during this community space. Yes, Cash, go on.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to say we can't predict the market behavior. Like we also assumed that people might switch from Unity to Torus in the beginning or whatever. We'll see what happens.
And one more thing, imagine how much more Torus and Unity we will burn until June next year. Like, you know, this thing should pump. It's not financial advice, so keep in mind, guys, those are some bullish guys talking on internet, so don't take advice from us. But like I expect like first big profit if we have, of course, alt season next year. I expect like Torus and Unity being one of the best performers in the space. Of course, you know, a lot of things must happen for us to pump, but I think that next year we might start seeing some profits, like you know, not those cheap prices, but maybe something going into dollars and not cents.
Nice. I like this thought. And actually, I wanted to bring up a point. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe I like real quick, and then you go.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I want to hear what you have to say.
I wanted to ask someone, because I'm not like a crazy builder or something, but I think if we have a moon math calculator, like PAMPI for PulseChain or the Grace currency, where you have to pay for that, by the way, like that would be great for marketing, because it's not difficult to calculate. It's not rocket science, but it's valid. and that's what will happen sooner or later. And I don't know what is a better marketing. Like, we can talk all day about a great update and accumulating a lot of tokens, but if I can tell someone you can get rich on this, you just need to give it time. But here is the math. Like, a lot of people are searching for quality products. I was in some space about meme coins like 2 weeks ago, and there was some guy, he said he is looking for passive income. And yeah, that's great marketing. So, and I have some alpha, I promised some alpha, but go on, cryptographics first, and then I will share.
Sure. Well, I mean, I was just gonna add in here because you guys were talking really bullish about how this is going to really help in the future, and I wanted to take it a little bit of to another level without really disclosing too much, because I want to make sure we finalize things and make sure things are fully going to go in the direction that they currently are. But what if there's a way to reduce the potential sell pressure that people could have by utilizing decentralization? Let's plant that seed.
Yeah, let's plant that seed. I have no idea what you mean exactly, but I bought a book about. No, I'm sure there is some deeper thought behind this. I just want to say I am here for DeFi, and I believe in it. Like, believe is the wrong word, I guess. I know it will pump next 5 to 10 years, and I bought a book about it, and I will learn more about it. LP, we have some experts about LP. I want to learn it, master it, and that's the future, at least for next decade. So, and we here are extremely early in a project where the founder knows a whole lot about liquidity. So that's like a bonus for us, right?
Yeah, now imagine decentralization, what cryptographics said. Like, collaborative staking is like the first in the world option to decentralize position. It's like, wow. I own some tokens, you own some tokens, but what if we both own something together? Like, it's I have half of the position, I provide one half of the position, you provide one half of the position, another half of the position, and we both own a position that is providing us yield. Like, this is very innovative, and this is like the next level of decentralization.
Well, let's take this a step further too. Instead of using the word both, which implies two, what if we use the word multiple parties? That decentralizes even further. And now you get into a situation where, instead of two people holding a number of tokens that one person was going to get, now you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or however many people. And this could change. So this number that I'm referring to here could be more or less than a number that I'm saying. It depends on what makes sense from a gas efficiency standpoint and other logical things when it comes in terms of the engineering side. But let's just go here for a second. Imagine if, let's say, there's 10,000 or 20,000 tokens going to be earned by one individual. Instead of one individual getting it, there's 5, 6, 7 people that are splitting that up. Now, what are the odds that all of them sell? In my mind, you are increasing the probability of all of those tokens, or you're decreasing the probability exponentially of all of those tokens being sold simultaneously. Unless it's like the worst market conditions ever, and for some reason everyone's like, nope, I'm out. That's pretty extreme edge case, but that is a pretty profound way to allow the supply to be decentralized and simultaneously not bring extra tokens into existence like creating allows, right? Creating allows you to mint tokens up front as your base, like what gives you your shares in the pool. And that's what you get at the end, that's guaranteed. and then you're earning from the TORUS and Unity pool. But this just splits up the tokens from the TORUS or Unity pool, not creating any additional supply, creating the most bullish scenario possible because you're having the least amount of tokens, but you're still giving profitability, and you're simultaneously decentralizing how that supply is distributed, reducing the probability of high quantities of sell pressure per individual using the platform.
So this will be very interesting to see in action, because yeah, I lost my thought. Go on, Hitesh.
Yeah, I just wanted to say my initial thought was like, I think most of you guys, we were expecting Q4 to pump, right? And we failed, right? But my thought was I will rotate from other projects I invested in like when I got aware that I need money for a staking fee, I thought that, okay, I will make money anyway in bull market, and then it will be no problem to stake. So when the bull market is here, we can still, I'm sure you are invested not only in TORUS and Unity, right? So then we can afford staking fee on our own. But in the kind of bear market, right? We need to find someone new. Because if I ask Martin to stake deposit fee for me, I don't think he can help me.
I can help you with Unity position. So yes, if you have PulseX, I will give you my Unity. So we can stake together. Okay, I'm back with my thought. So this is very important to see in action, and how the math, so I assume we will learn later about it, because it's very complicated, because we have this rubber band pushing the so if we start going up with price, this will push up for let's focus on Unity because it's the same for TORUS. So this will push price of Unity to 100,000. So I assume that collaborative staking, especially if it's so much decentralized, like this will be the most decentralized protocol on entire DeFi, in that sense that people can own a position of a portion of a position. So this will push price up to this floor ratio. The floor ratio, of course, will be raised, so it will not be 100,000, but something bigger. But then the price should be big enough for people to sell and floor ratio to go down. Now we have collaborative staking. How this will like work with creations? Because what will push the rubber band down to the staking, so staking ROI will be higher. Like this will be, this is very complicated math for me to imagine how this will work with this rubber band. But I think that this will actually strengthen the rubber band, because liquid tokens will be locked, and we will have those periods where price will go up, people will take some profit and stake the rest, or make bigger positions, like take profit and create some, make their position even bigger, then the price will go below this floor ratio. So I think that this collaborative staking will actually strengthen this rubber band. So we will have stronger ROI when we are creating, and stronger ROI when we are staking, and this will keep pushing it harder. I don't know, it's hard math.
Well, let me add a little bit here so you can get a little bit more of a clear picture here. The one thing that we haven't really talked about is how the offers will work, and what if you could offer a better deal? You can't offer a worse deal than a minimum that we're going to set, essentially, to make it fair for everybody. But you can offer a better deal, which means that the collaborative staking can directly, and offers created through the collaborative staking can directly compete with the creation ROI. So people that are giving offers can, if they say, okay, creation's offering 101% ROI, I'm going to offer 140% ROI. And then boom, now people can go the collaborative staking route and get a better ROI, simultaneously bringing in less supply into the system and decentralizing the supply simultaneously.
Whoa. So this will be
Interesting.
this will be like a passive income, some kind of, because I will not because I will like I claim my Unity, and usually from the like starting point from Torus and Unity, I was supposed to sell and to get staking fee and to create, but when I can offer my Unity on the marketplace or whatever for this collaborative staking, and people can feel it, and I can provide higher ROI than creation, then my I don't have to sell my Unity. Like basically, I can keep staking this Unity with the help of other people, and this will increase my position. And when I want to sell, I can treat it like a passive income. So like sell some, but I do not have to sell for staking. So this is huge. I think this will be huge, because right now I have to sell for staking, and I thought that from the start how those systems operate, I always thought that okay, I will always have to sell some to stake the rest and maybe take some portion of the profit. But now I think I won't have to sell at all. Like I will be able to keep building my position and maybe accumulate big enough, like a well position, just by playing smart with my Torus and Unity. So not selling at those cheap prices, because next year it might be higher. So that's how I understand it.
Yeah, it's really nice to see how things click. And to wrap this up, basically, I mean, not the space, but this topic, I want to quote Richard Hart: "You guys just love the sell button." So everything that reduces sell pressure is beneficial for us big time. And it's like a short-term staking, 88 days, but still, people will have that time to to educate themselves, to take a look and to reconsider. Maybe they don't want to sell. So it's interesting game theory and speculations, and we'll see it unfold right in front of our eyes. So, yeah, of course, guys, if someone has specific questions like privacy, I mean, there's a lot of questions like,
cryptographics. I think cryptographics just answered the privacy question, because he said not both, not two. So I assume this will be like a bigger. I assume that our offer will be a part of a bigger offer where all those tokens will be mixed or something like this, and privacy will not be an issue. I think they have something for it. Of course, this is my guessing, but I think they have something for it that we won't have to worry about our privacy, especially those who are here from the first cycles, because let's face it, we are all going for whale positions here. Because this is our goal. So we don't want people to know that we have whale position when we have it. So I think that this answers this privacy question. I think this will be somewhat, and some our offers will be mixed by the contract, maybe, because this is not like buying a token. I don't have to buy it now. I have to stake at the specific moment in time, and this moment is every day. So like maybe they are working on something, that will put all that will lock all the contracts on the site during the day, but those contracts will be mixed by the end of the day to get the reward for a current day or something like this. I think this privacy will not be an issue in this case when he said, this is not just two parties.
And I can speak to that a little bit well.
Please go.
Yeah, of course. We're working at the details of exactly how it's going to operate. But as things stand right now in the direction that we are going, there's multiple layers that even via the system that we have in itself, kind of self mixes and protects the possibility of knowing who's who. And even if we wanted to go an extra layer, which I don't really know that we're going to for sure, but even if we really wanted to, you know, we could implement zero knowledge products as well, potentially. So it really just depends on what the end product ends up being, and how that works with, you know, mixing and anonymity, so to speak. But just know that even if that is not enough, there's other things that could come either with it or even later as a plugin. You know, there's so much that can be done here to facilitate anonymity. And do want to respect that, because I think it's important. If people are going to be marketing their stuff, you know, it's important to not be able to for sure 100% know that, okay, Martin's telling me that he wants me to go into the protocol to collaborate, and I can find his exact position because he's told me all his details. We're going to be making sure that, you know, there's as little details as possible that are available to be known. And this is just due to creating a very simple design, you know, streamlined and frictionless just for the user itself. But as a byproduct of that, it kind of creates anonymity in and of itself, which is a pretty cool thing. So there's a lot that we have to do, and I think I know that we're going to nail it.
A lot of work to be done. So, yeah, I like the intention of this community stream was not to support you, but if it does, I'm glad.
What do you mean not support you? Like I started it with you because I want my TORUS and Unity. I want to support my TORUS Unity. What do you mean not supporting?
I mean to like support the founder. Like he doesn't have to do all the talk, and maybe it's beneficial. Like someone from the community, and that's also a good point. Like not only founder talking great about his products, it's also the community. Like I'm genuinely here because I see great things unfold. So someone wanted to speak. Hello to everyone. And yeah,
hello. Can I talk?
Yeah, sure. Go on. You have we can hear you.
Is my sound is fine? I'm in the car, so
it's good.
So I know this is probably off limits, but I got TORUS. I did a couple stakes, and I don't have any ETH because everything's been so down. I haven't done anything with it. But Steve, is there any way we could make a deal with somebody right now to do that, to stake it? Because I haven't been able to stake it. It's just sitting there. So I got to wait for the protocol to come out.
Well, I mean, anyone can do whatever they want. It's just you're running the risk of, if you're not using an immutable escrow service and something that can guarantee that the person that is collaborating with you, it cannot take advantage of you, you're running an extreme risk, and I would never recommend it.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's like, it's doable. Peer-to-peer stuff, it's always doable, right? Like, you help me, I help you, but you better know who the person is, and you better have some serious trust as a prerequisite to that. And again, can't recommend it. It's just a sketchy thing unless you know the person, you know, through and through.
Well, I know you want my TORUS, and I could stake it.
You try to make a deal?
Don't trust anybody.
I have like $600 or $700 worth of TORUS, and I don't have any ETH to stake it. It's just been sitting there. So this isn't going to be out for like 3 months yet, right, or something like that.
Yeah, that's correct. It'll be about 3 months before. A few.
And I'll
we'll
probably.
It depends. As we change, as we fine tune everything, it's hard to know if we are simplifying the engineering process or elongating it. And as it stands right now, I think we're simplifying it, but I think the timeline's still the same for like Q1, you know, latter half of Q1.
And that Q1 runs through like March 15th, right? Is that correct? Something like that?
I think it's to the end of March.
Q1
end of March? Okay.
End of March.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Nice to hear from you guys. I've been running around, so I just been listening. So thanks for taking my question, and offer stands. Anybody in here wants to team up, just hit me up. Thanks, Steve.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks for
guys, so if you
joining.
want, yes, thank you for joining. So if you guys want, you can contact CryptoToad, but like Cryptographic said, this might be hard, so be careful of scammers, and I would also not recommend it. But what I can recommend it is what I'm trying to do. So I still have some farms that provide me yield. Of course, this yield is very low right now. I used to have like $200 per day, but now it's just few bucks per day. It's very low because we know how everything went down. So basically I stake whatever I can afford. So if you have something whatever Ethereum or Titanx, you can try to stake at least a portion of it. Of course, for Torus it's harder because gas on Ethereum is more expensive than on Unity. So this is one option. And the second option, I guess, because Torus went in price, so we could sell like a small position and see. You can use DApp and go to Torus and see how much you have to sell of your Torus to stake. And because this collaborative staking is not coming until the March, this is like one full entire cycle that you will earn more Torus. So it's complicated math. I tried to make it easy so I can share it, but it's hard to share because everything changes non-stop. But you can actually calculate it if it's beneficial for you to sell some Torus and stake the rest. But this is the second option you can take.
Okay, so I promised some alpha. So yeah, I think I will get straight to it. And maybe someone already analyzed this too. Anyway, I share this. So in Taurus, on 10th of November, Mr. Eric pumped Titanx, and in those 2 hours, Taurus went up around same percentage. So it was around 30%. But what's interesting, 3 days ago, on 8th of December, PLSX pumped 66% in also kind of in 2 hours. But in that time span, in that time frame, Unity pumped not the same amount. It pumped 1.5x more. It was like almost 100%, 97%. So basically this means like, and I assume this is because of the lower liquidity on Unity. Because we are not so far in the cycle like Taurus yet, but still these are facts. You can watch it on Dex Screener, check it. So basically, last time I made some moon math calculations, but if this stays like this, then we have to add some like another 1.5x factor when PLSX pumps. Unity pumps 1.5x more. So I thought this may be interesting. And also I will make some picture or some like I will share in the chat my moon math calculations. Maybe it's not the best word, we can rename it, but however it's some calculation, and please take a look and maybe improve it or share your thoughts. I have my sources for the access. You have yours maybe.
Yes,
so
I can already tell you that your moon math is not enough. It's not big enough. With what we learned from this space, your moon math is not big enough. Like you have to add more zeros to it. Yeah. Add more zeros because we are going to the moon and above. Of course, this might take us a few years. Let's face it, Bitcoin went to 100,000 in the last 20 years. So this might take us a little bit longer. So those who want some profits, I think that the next year they will be able to take some profits, but I think we are going higher. And if we treat Torus and Unity like we treat Bitcoin, I think your moon math is simply not enough. This is
Yeah,
my take on it.
I will just mention one thing. If like it's an assumption, right? It's a lot of factors like you sell to stake or you don't, or you share in this new ÆTHER platform. But anyway, let's assume you make a 2x on your tokens every cycle. Maybe if it's 1.5x, or you can calculate with 2.5. And like in the MoonMath tool calculator, you can simulate anything you feel comfortable with. But if it's a 2x, then it's 2 multiplied by 2 by 2 by 2 in 1 year. So it's a 16x on your tokens. Like that would be crazy. I don't think it's possible, simple like that. But even if it's at 10x, it's crazy. And if it's a 2.5x every cycle, it's a 40x in a year, just on the tokens without token price appreciation. And that's, I think this is the biggest multiplier, because Titan X and PLSX will go up, and we will also go up to the base ratio. But this last third factor, the last multiplier, like accumulating tokens while staking and maybe creating, this is crazy. Okay.
Yes, those values are crazy. Those values are crazy, and it's hard to believe in it. But like I said, I went into Unity because I expected quick gains. It was a few months ago, market was different, and I was like, okay, I will make some quick bucks. Then I learned, and now I learn even more. And even if sometimes my comments are like I express too big concerns about new things coming, they are all coming from my belief that this is the next big thing. So I wanted to know, Charles and Cryptographics, I want you to know that all my concerns always come from treating this like always my like also my child. I never felt like being in a token. Usually it was like a token profit, and I didn't know anything about those tokens. I was just chasing green candles, percentage, and all that stuff. But right now I think I'm in the right place. This is the right token with great founders. And once again, Charles, I'm grateful that you are here, because Cryptographics need a lot of help, because I only can, after today's community space, I can only imagine how much work you still have to not only put ÆTHER, but like not only put collaborative staking, but like improve ÆTHER, improve Torus and Unity in so many layers that this will be something big. I know that it's hard to like speculate, but I see the math. I see what's going on here. Like I said, cash math is not enough, because I see what's going on here. And I think that this community space, with our last community space where people shared all those ideas, what they see on the chains, who joins our Torus and Unity Telegram channels, I think there are a lot of new things coming. I think this protocol will be like, if you are looking for something solid, this will be it. Torus and Unity, this will be it. This will be the true age of abundance.
Yeah, and just to mention this, to expand, Unity is a premium token already, and I don't know how it works, what like you have to do to make your token a premium token, but anyway, on PLS Folio it is. That will catch eyes for sure already.
Yes, I think we will, market is like this, so don't expect like a ton of new people coming in and trying to buy Torus and Unity, because market is like this. We have true believers right now. We have all those people who try to understand it, who try to position themselves, who maybe we have some people who like, okay, what Martin and Kesh are talking about, like, because when you hear founders, you always like, this is a founder, he has has to be bullish and so on. But when you hear like, you know, users talking, asking questions, and like trying to understand all this complicated math, maybe those users that just want to sell Torus, but they don't want to sell it now because the price is lower, maybe they just join to, you know, to see when the price will be big enough so they can sell and exit, maybe with zero profit. Now maybe they start to learn, maybe they start to read between the lines and start to understand that this is just this is literally just the start. We are just, you know, 150 days. It's not enough. Like few months, we are only few months old, and we already have established community. We have 2 great channels, we have a lot of great people here, and we have another great builder. We have another co-founder, Charles, so we are going up. Yes, Cash.
It's nice to see also how the sentiment changes so quickly from bearish to bullish.
Yes,
But,
yes, I know what are you talking about. Yes, I know what are you talking about, but you know, we need time. Look, if I am sitting with Torus and Unity, I am creating those infographics like all day long. I am doing another project for Torus and Unity as well, and like my own, and you know, I'm trying to learn. I'm answering all those questions. Why, and I need time to understand it. Like, can you imagine from me, from, you know, this bearishness, this might be, you know, I need time, even though I understand, I assume I understand some more things than, you know, an average user, because I spend a lot of time here, but even I need time to understand it, because this is big, this is huge. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you again. Okay, I can plug in to load my battery up. Oh my God, it's 1%. Okay, should be good now. Okay. Okay, I wanted to, I promised to a guy, because he had a question in Unity chat, what is the ROI on creates of the first week? So he was curious, and I calculated this, and speaking of zero profit, so in a positive way to say, to speak about it, it's you. Hi. Yeah, so it's break even, I would say, plus minus. So I have 3 creates on Torus and 4 on Unity, like a couple of smaller ones and 1 big on Unity. And yeah, it's like it's break even in USD terms, yes. And then what's interesting, the ROI on tokens, and that's up. I think, no, I have to look. I have to look. I have to switch to my PC. So on Torus it's 22x, and on Unity it's 28x. So it depends on how you calculate, but I mean, if you compare how many tokens you earned at the end of first cycle after creating in first week, then that's the numbers, 22x and 28x on tokens.
Yes, so this is great calculation, Cash. And yes, I also was looking at USD values at start, but you know, PulseX is down, entire market is down. We switch from bull to bear. So I think that, yeah, looking at ROI based on tokens is best. I still struggle with ROI with this USD value. We need to come up with some better ideas, because this ROI is actually not working for us too good.
Yeah, you are welcome. I actually wanted to make a shout out to you. Wait a second. It's Mr. Godfather J6 or Quentin Cold H20. And I have another one. I have yeah, I have the ROI on, like, overall, not only for first week. So I took the amount of USD value which I needed to create and stake later. So this number which I will share right now, it includes creating and staking. So in Torus it's more because it's a couple of days older than Unity. Anyway, in Torus, in USD terms, right now, today, it's a 1.5x on USD value. That's for me. So I made 12 creates and 10 stakes. In Unity, I made 15 creates and 10 stakes over a period of like all these days, 115 days in Unity and 154 in Torus. So in Torus, I'm 1.5x up in USD value, and in Unity, it's 1.3x today.
I lost track of my positions because every penny I have, I put into Unity. I used to do creations. Now I am trying to stake. So whatever I can afford and get some PulseX, I'm putting it all into Unity. And I think that for protocol like this is what we are talking from the beginning. We need to focus on the number of tokens. Like USD value tells us nothing, and actually it tells the wrong story right now, because we are down. Entire market is down. So it's like, you know, buying Bitcoin at 20,000 in 2017 when it went down to 3K or something like that. So, you know, it's this is not the time to focus on USD value. And
Right.
yeah, like
it's important to mention, yes, because if you like when we go to, for example, $1, then it's a 10x on a 1.5x, then it's a 15x.
Yeah, if you mention $1 for Torus or Unity, I don't want to see $1 yet. Like, you know why?
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid that I would want to sell. Like, I will see all those profits and I will be like, okay, I was right. I was right that I stick with this protocol. The price went up, maybe just because PulseX went up in price, and this of course push us up, and I will see those profits, and I will have to have those new feelings, like you know, I will have to learn, okay, not yet, Martin, this is like the whale factory. I want to become a whale. I want to be like a part age of abundance. I want to keep going. I want to have a car and, you know, a name like Age of Abundance on this car, and people will be like, whoa, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, okay, find great token, find great team, try to help them, like try to do some I don't know, promotion, marketing, whatever, try to learn, and then you can go. So yeah, I don't want the price to go up as fast. Of course, I would appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, not yet. Slowly. Let me like adjust myself to, you know, those bigger and bigger values, because I am pretty sure that we will see those values. Of course, not financial advice. Keep in mind, guys, this is one bullish guy speaking about his, you know,
Two.
two bullish guys, yeah, minimum two bullish guys speaking about their expectations.
I think it's a hard time for all of us right now, but I will only say if you look at the base ratio, like when we go up slowly to the base ratio, it's like 10 or 20x. I'm not sure right now, but it's just a matter of time. And when people understand this, then there's no reason to not participate in this. This is something special. I don't actually know any other protocol where there's a price target to go. So it's like an unstable stable, which is slightly going up slowly. It's like, if you, of course, you have to believe, kind of, right? But there's a lot of reasons to do so, I think. So yeah, hold on, guys.
Yeah, this is the part of the market where we have to play smart. Like we have to know how much we want to sell and to stake. And before collaborative staking is a thing that we can use, we still have one cycle. So if you want to stake, maybe this is some. I spoke with few people and they suggested me like extra jobs, extra whatever, selling some stuff from home, because this is good investment right now, trying to sell something from home and put into the tokens you care about, especially that those prices are great. I'm not saying that we might not see lower prices, because this is market and who knows what happens next month. Especially that beginning of the year is usually bad for entire crypto. So yeah, maybe we will see even lower prices. But I think that I don't want to make this too complicated. So basically, I am trying to like DCA in whatever I have, because I don't want to lose days without stakes. So I'm trying to create as many stakes as I can right now. And when go to the app and you can still see we have 200 ROI for staking on Unity and 270 for Torus. So the ROI is there. Of course, we have to treat this ROI. It's taking this USD value. It's not good. I'm looking mostly on number of the tokens I will earn, and this is like the best metric for me. I'm checking. Okay, I will stake I don't know 100 Unity, whatever I have. Okay, this will provide me this. I have to sell this, and I'm still up with my tokens, and I'm going for it because. Well, you can hear from my voice that I am excited for Torus and Unity, and right now I know that this is a part of a bigger system, and this system is called Age of Abundance. Okay, Cash, do you have any other topic you want to speak? Or
I think like this space was unexpectedly rich on alpha from our founder. So I think we got really some new information, and thank you for that. And we converted Martin back to the bullish side.
Please remember, it always comes from my heart. So it's never like
I appreciate
it's never like a bare thing. It always comes from my heart, because I care about those tokens. Sorry, but this is something I really care about. Like I never care about any other tokens like Torus and Unity. I think this is the time, like Charles said, that there's always a time. So yeah, I was up, I was down. I'm long in crypto, but like this is the time, and maybe this was the time for me to meet Torus and Unity, cryptographics, Charles, all those great people I met here, and maybe this is it. Yes, cryptographics, go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say to what you're saying. I hear that, and I knew that when with anyone's comments, like I can see clearly like how much work people are putting in at a given time, and the only reason someone would typically say something that's like out of level of concern when they're simultaneously putting in a lot of work comes from that like deep caring, and I recognize that too. And so if I'm ever responding, it's also coming from that same place as well. So it's kind of funny where I know that you or anyone else that's saying that when they're putting in work is like I'm concerned, and me being like this is how it is. That's also being like protecting the protocol, and because I care so much, I want to make sure everyone understands too. So it's cool to recognize that. All right, we're all, even the way we all communicate is coming from that same place, even if there's firmness or there's concern or pointing out something, whatever that is. And it's great to remember that. So thanks for pointing that out. And I just want to echo that, even my commentary when I'm coming back, replying, my tone is coming from that same way as well. Even if, and I will work on that as well, because some days I have the more capacity to be empathetic than others, depending on you know. That's how it goes. So yeah, I appreciate you and everyone else in this community like immensely. Like you guys, the fact that you guys are putting on this community space, the fact that you guys are constantly speaking about Torus and Unity, and you care immensely enough to, you know, put yourselves out there on a daily basis to be in the chats. Like I see that. I think that's absolutely incredible. And I am so grateful that this is what we have as a community where people are coming together. They see the vision, they're caring about it immensely, and they want to spread the word for their own benefit and for the benefit of others, which is unbelievably synchronistic with the direction that we're going here. And so I'm just thankful and I love it and I appreciate it. And even if we have a quarrel from time to time, you know, we're all coming from the same place.
Yeah, that's creative discussion. That's fine with me, and I appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, Martin, go on.
Yeah, thank you, Cryptographics, for that. And I want to add that this is because of the text. Like this is completely different when we speak on the spaces, because the text is like you have this thought, you have to write it down, and sometimes you write faster than you have to. You can think, and the text is not the best medium to like express emotions, but voice, at least voice is this is like the best medium to express emotion. Of course, face to face is even better, but voice is better medium. So this comes from the text. And Cash, if we want to wrap this up, maybe some closing statements for everybody
Yes.
who wants to speak.
Yeah, I want to address our co-founder. I wanted to like to ask you to grow the beard, and to wrap this up. We usually say the words "Welcome to the age of." So I think today is your turn, and then we wrap this up. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, Charles, you want to say something at the end of this space?
Thank you. What would I like to say? Yeah, I think what I'd like to say is that I feel like beyond grateful that cryptographics is doing this with me and taking me into this space in the way that he is. And yeah, it's very touching and somehow allows me to get to know myself better, that my perspectives and my ideas and the things that I have to say and the way that I think can actually be very useful. And yeah, it's very nice to get to know that about myself, first and foremost, and you know, to be given the opportunity to share that with the world, essentially, in this space here. So yeah, I feel very, very grateful, and yeah, and everyone's been making me feel so welcome. And it's cool that when I just really care about something and I want to make a difference, that it's welcome. So thank you. Really, thank you.
Okay, those words just made my day. But in the end, you have to say the magic words. Welcome.
Magic words are welcome to the age of abundance. And I want you guys to focus on those words. So like take this into your day, take it into your night. Age of abundance. This is not a quick pump and dump. This is not a one day token that will do 100x in the next few days. This is age of abundance. We are just at the beginning of a great period of our lives. Like we have to stay, we have to learn, and age of abundance for all of us. Thank you.
Welcome to the age of abundance. And I think we're done. I'll speak for everyone on Earth. I think we're done with the age of scarcity. So let's do something else now.
Peace.
Yeah, great. Thanks everybody. See ya in the next. Sorry, Cryptographics, you want to say something?
No, just again, I'll echo everything. Welcome to the age of abundance. The spaces are always amazing, and I can't wait for the next one. And yeah, welcome to the age of abundance, everyone. Let's go.